Imagine for a moment that your pet's health seems to be deteriorating. They are no longer wanting to get up and play. They are fatigued by minor exercise, and they no longer are eating. You watch their body mass shrink away, and they always have a mild and persistent cough. Now picture this continues on. Everything you try provides no relief for the symptoms. It is only at the veterinary clinic that you find that your pet has a condition called heartworms, and it is something that could have been prevented by a once-a-month pill. Now that your pet has contracted heartworms, you must make a choice, choosing an expensive treatment that will be painful to your pet to undergo, will shorten their life, and has the potential to cause other harm and death in the process. Or do you choose to end your pet's suffering? This is something I have witnessed firsthand on many occasions while working in the veterinary hospital. Today I'm going to talk to you about the need for getting and keeping your pet on heartworm prevention. So let's talk about heartworms. Heartworm disease is a deadly parasite that exhibits many symptoms that correspond with other diseases, making it difficult to track the rate of deaths among pets in the United States from heartworms. According to Michigan State University's website, there are several methods for detecting heartworms, including radiology, ultrasound, laboratory testing, and necropsy. These techniques have limitations though, and aside from necropsy can give false results. Heartworms are spread from one infected pet to another, through a bite of a mosquito, which is why we see more prevalence of heartworm disease in the areas with heavier mosquito populations. On average, 1 in 100 dogs are tested positive for heartworm disease in the United States. A study performed by the Companion Animal Parasite Council in 2011 showed that 1.187 of 4,769,403 canine heartworm test results from commercial testing laboratories were positive. Once infected, though treatment is available, the treatment for heartworms in dogs is painful and potentially deadly. As heartworms are found within the circulatory system of infected dogs, they provide a high potential for blockage. According to the American Heartworm Society, the death and decomposing worms pose a risk of blocked blood vessels in the lungs, leading to a potential fatal clot known as a pulmonary embolism, meaning that most movement during the course of treatment needs to be limited, as to keep heart rate and excitement levels down to prevent complications. Once a pet has completed the full course of treatment for heartworms, they must wait a period of time before being tested again, and ensuring that all of the parasites were eliminated from the system, as it takes time to clear the antigen from the pet system. Luckily, there is a way to prevent the infection. Getting your dog routinely tested for heartworms by a veterinarian is the first step to preventing the disease or spread of it. The American Heartworm Society recommends your pet to be tested once every 12 months while on continuous prevention. This is done to ensure your pet is not already suffering from the disease and needs treatment, as well as to ensure the efficacy of the prevention that is being given. Once testing has confirmed your pet is negative for the parasite, preventatives can be given to keep your pet safe. Most heartworm preventions are given as a once-a-month pill or chewable that is given orally. Other preventions can be injected that last up to 6 months, but there are a lot of adverse reactions with that form of heartworm prevention, and a lot of veterinarians will not use it. At this point, you may be thinking that this sounds like a lot of money, and is it really worth it? When the cost of protection is broken down, you are looking at the cost of prevention and testing. The cost of prevention is $7 to $14 per month, depending on the size of your dog. A yearly heartworm test costs around $30 to $50, though owners may have to pay a fee for a visit to a veterinary clinic, or may be able to find low-cost preventative services in their area. This comes down to $114 to $218 per year in order to prevent the disease. When compared to the cost of heartworm treatment, which averages $500 to $600 per round and is usually performed in 3 rounds or more if necessary, the cost of prevention seems a far more financially manageable as well healthier method of taking care of your pet. Some people may say that their pets are never left outside, so why do they need prevention? The fact is that mosquitoes are not limited to outdoors. Mosquitoes are just like other bugs. They find their way inside in search of a meal. It takes just one bite from a tiny infected mosquito to cause such a huge issue. For those who have ever stepped outside on a summer evening, you personally know the prevalence of mosquitoes in our area, which is visible in this incident map from 2013 provided by the American Heartworm Society. It shows that in our area we have 6 to 50 cases per clinic. When an infection begins in an unprotected pet, the worms will begin to reproduce and collect in the heart. If left untreated, the heartworms will clog and swell and eventually rupture the heart, like seen in this picture above with the heartworms coming out of the heart. So in conclusion, we have discussed the serious and potential fatal symptoms of heartworm disease, how easily and quickly your pet can contract it, as well as how simply it can be prevented through a pill or injection. Now that you are more informed about the deadly disease, do the responsible thing and go see your veterinarian and have your pet tested at least once a year for heartworms. Place them on a preventative and keep your pet from having to suffer unnecessarily. By preventing your pet from either contracting the disease, you can help ensure that they live a healthier and happier life alongside you. And to prove my audience is with me,